Okay, top stories today. We have Microsoft and Amazon possibly about to acquire Bitcoin. We know that Michael Saylor met with Microsoft last week and advised them on Bitcoin strategies. And they are meeting tomorrow and voting on if they're going to be putting some Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, this is huge for Bitcoin because if they do that, a lot of other top tech companies will probably follow suit. They'll probably have to, because the balance sheet of Microsoft will be really inflated from this Bitcoin strategy. So in order to compete, other top tech companies will have to follow that trend. And already on top of that trend right away, we have Amazon announcing that their shareholders are basically demanding that Amazon allocate at least 5% of excess cash on the balance sheet into Bitcoin. Shareholders are already asking for this from Amazon. So big things are definitely happening in that area. We're going to see a lot of companies start taking on Michael Saylor's Bitcoin strategy. Michael Saylor just bought another 21,500 Bitcoin for $2.1 billion at an average price of $98,000. He now has 423,000 Bitcoins. So we have two main outcomes by the end of the year of what analysts are predicting Bitcoin to have happen. Either, most likely, we will see it continue to just steadily grow and end of the year somewhere between 105 and 110, especially with this new data coming in this week from Microsoft and Amazon. Okay, either we climb and end the year between 105 and 110, and then altcoins continue to do their thing in a healthy way, or if these companies announce this news, things could balloon and go crazy and really pump, and we could end the year around 140,000. And if that's the case, then we really need to watch out because, and it is highly likely as well, if that's the case, you have to watch out because that would probably lead to a January sell-off. So if we see a lot of good news from the tech companies willing to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet and we get a large pump by the end of the year to around 140,000 or more, definitely watch for, at that point, definitely take profits and watch for a big dip in January, a correction, all the way back to the 100,000 level. You could see that 40% dip. So keep in mind that this could be, if it does pump up to 140,000, that's when we might see that 40% dip back to the 100,000 levels to correct before it moves on. Okay, other things this week, we have CPI and PPI data coming later this week, and later this month we have another FOMC meeting, and there will be a rate cut, factoring in probably a 25 basis point rate cut. Other companies are also taking on Michael Saylor's Bitcoin strategy, most notably Metaplanet. They now have acquired over 100 million in Bitcoin up to this date. El Salvador has gained over $300 million in their Bitcoin strategy. Remember, it's never too late to acquire Bitcoin. It has not topped out yet. By the end of the cycle, Bitcoin will be worth around $200,000 to $300,000. Exchange reserves continue to drop. A lot of altcoins doing very well. Chainlink doing really well. Again, remember, it's US-based. It's ISO 2022 compliant. It is the biggest oracle in the space. It's an RWA play. Chainlink doing really well. Also, XRP, XLM, Cardano have been doing very well. Okay, let's explore some other pieces of news. All right, Eric Balchunas, he's showing the top holders of Bitcoin, okay? Michael Saylor, right up there, 402,000 Bitcoin now. Just in, Iran is going to embrace the Bitcoin strategy and crypto within their regulatory framework. So that is big news. As we see every day, more and more countries are adopting the Bitcoin strategy. Okay, this is an interesting thing from CryptoZarus. He's saying that every time the monthly RSI hits around the 90 level, that has been seen as the macro top. Okay, so we're kind of touching on that now. So that's really interesting. Pay attention to this metric as we move forward. It's just, you know, the more things to pay attention to, the more info you have, the better. So Eric Trump admits that his family has been big fans of crypto for a long time. He also says that every country in the world is embracing crypto. And we do see that every day. More and more countries are adopting crypto. Like we just see here, Iran is embracing Bitcoin and the crypto strategy within their regulatory framework, okay? And also, we just saw, let me switch over here, the UK government found to have billions of dollars in Bitcoin. How much? Somewhere between $6 and $8 billion UK government. So this is coming out. A lot of countries have been holding Bitcoin and they might not have even come out on the news and said so. So more and more is coming out every day. XRP has the most powerful chart in crypto after breaking a 7-year price trend. There could be some major moves coming from XRP in the near future. If you don't have XRP, you might want to have some. More Amazon news. They might be accepting Bitcoin for payments. Wow. More from Amazon regarding Bitcoin. All right, now just a few pieces of stock news. Nvidia shares fall slightly today. They were in the mid 140s, I believe, yesterday, and now today they're down to, 138. What happened was China opened up an investigation over possible violation of anti-monopoly laws. So that's a piece there. Okay, another piece of news. Hershey stocks soar over another Mondelez takeover attempt. Look at Hershey's. They went from 174 all the way up to 196. They really just pumped this morning on that piece of news. Okay, Stellantis has found a CEO in ex-Dodge Ram boss Tim Kuniskis. Okay, their stock is still looking pretty flat. Reddit is testing some new AI stuff, so this could be interesting. More bullish news for AI and Nvidia and the whole AI space. Reddit over the past 1 month has really kind of pumped up a bit from about the 130 level up to the high 160s. All right, that's about it for today. Remember, Bitcoin is moving. Lots of large tech companies are adopting it daily, as well as countries around the world. All right, stay informed. All right, see you next time. Please like and subscribe the video. That really helps us out. All right, some more stock news this morning. Top movers, ULTA Beauty jumps 12% after posting beats on the top and bottom lines for the fiscal third quarter. DOCUSIGN, software company, surged 15%. They issued upbeat revenue guidance for the fourth quarter. Also, Rubrik, shares of the data security firm, popped 15% after the closing bell on a smaller than expected loss. They went public earlier this year. And finally, for a large mover, Asana shares soared 19% after the work management software company posted a smaller adjusted loss than the street expected.